So I've been a bit back and forth with if I'm going to use like this three-way switch for my indicators, or if I'm only going to use like the buttons on my panel. First I thought I'm going to use like a switch, then I was like, no, I'm going to use the panel. Now I'm actually back at using a switch, because then I'm gonna have like indicators for this left and right, but I think I'm going to use one button of hazard lights. Even though this is a track car, I think it's, since I have the opportunity, I think it's a good idea to have hazard lights on this car. So why not? So now I'm going to drill a hole and wire up this. I'm also going to make like metal plate that goes from this corner and down, I don't know how far. I'm also going to make like a plate on the side here, just to make this more stiff, so it doesn't, yeah, make it more stiff. So this is basically how I think it's supposed to be. I'm not gonna show you the welds because some of them was really crappy, but I only like put some beads on it. So I'm going to let this cool down, and then I'm gonna put some more beads, and maybe I actually should have taken this all the way down for these two to meet, but yeah, we will see. So I painted it. I really should have made this side part go all the way down for this and this to meet, because I'm not sure why I didn't do it in the first place. This is obvious, but I guess I thought it would. I mean, it is more. It's not so. It is better than before. At least it looks a bit better. Gonna mount this. No, gonna mount this. Then put it in the car. So that's it for the center console, at least for now. I definitely have to make a better support, because it's still moving when I try to touch one of the switches or push some of the buttons. So definitely have to improve this at some point, but it looks okay. At least, even though it was not functional, the welds I did and the welding, it looks better. It looks better than before, so that's something. Oh, it's leaking exhaust, and it seems like it's between, like the gasket between the manifold and the turbo. So now I just tried to retighten the bolt, because it looks like it's from there's 3 bolts between like the manifold and the turbo, and it seems like it's from one of these bolts, the area around one of these bolts, which is leaking. So now I have tightened it again. Maybe it will help, hopefully. So now I'm gonna try to start the engine again. Actually, it seems like it's definitely leaking, but it seems like it's not from the gasket between the manifold and the turbo. Hold on. Seems like there's actually a hole in the exhaust side of the turbo. I have a kind of similar turbo. So I'm just going to check really quick if I can find a similar hole, or about where this hole would be. Yeah, this is it. So I guess this is some kind of sensors in here for measuring exhaust temperature, or yeah, it has to be. Okay, so that's the good news. It's only this, so I only have to block off. Then I need to find the right bolt and thread size, and just I started to look for a bolt which I could use, but it's really fine threads. So I will have to look it up when I get home, which type of thread or bolt or whatever, and maybe I could just order it. If it's a sensor and it's really cheap, might be even like an easy solution just to buy the sensor, put it in and not connect it to anything. Anyways, like in this episode, I made, as you saw, the center console, but it's not really as it should be. It's still not really good enough. I have also started to, it's really dark in here. So I have started, on this side it's going to be relays and fuses for all non-engine stuff, like mostly lights, and the coupe fan heater is going to go through this, and the wipers is going to go through here, and also like the driving lights, the rear lights, brake lights, indicators, all of this. And it looks like a mess, and it's probably going to be not as good as I hoped, but I don't know. For this I would like, if you ever look under your car, it's a mess of cables and wires. The thing is, they are just zip tied really well. Anyway, so for this to be like really really good, I should have like a PDM or whatever it's called. Anyway, that was kind of off topic. So on this side it's gonna be, yeah, relay fuses for the lights and non-engine stuff. On the other side of the car is all the fuses and relays for the engine stuff. And I started to connect up the this panel with some of the buttons and indicator lights, and everything goes through like the key ignition thing. So my plan in the beginning was to not have like use the key to turn on the car, to switch on the car, but then I realized like maybe it's a good idea, like, yeah. And I also have a couple of kill switches somewhere I'm not gonna show. So now it's like this turns on the ECU. Now the ECU is ready. Now the Hallex pump, maybe you can hear the Hallex pump, it's running. And now I think that's gonna be it for this video. And yeah, thank you for watching. I have an Instagram if you want to see pictures of this and other pictures I take, mostly automotive related content on Instagram. And thank you, bye.